Hey guys, Wendy with MobiliQuest. We're here today at Morgan Falls Overlook Park, and I'm here today with Gillian Sharp. She is with Catalyst Sports. She is the Program Operations Director and Bike Shop Manager. She has a degree in sport and physical activity. Her work has included working with children, youth, and adults of varying abilities. Her focus has been on reducing childhood obesity and promoting physical activity for everyone. Gillian, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you for coming out.
So tell us about Catalyst Sports and what is Catalyst Sports, and then about the programs.
Sure. So hey Wendy. So Catalyst Sports was founded in 2011. It started with an expedition of a group of veterans that went to the Grand Tetons. And during that expedition, they realized that there was a huge need for adaptive sports within the Southeast region. It was really kind of a hollow in terms of anything for people with physical disabilities to get out, enjoy nature, take on adventures. So Eric Gray is the founder of Catalyst Sports, and so he came up with this concept back in 2011, and we started with climbing was the very first program. It started in Atlanta. They put on an adaptive climbing clinic, and around about 60 to 70 people showed up. It was, which cemented the fact that there was a huge need there. So at that point, climbing started as a regular program. And then Catalyst began to grow kind of organically. People from different regions said, oh, we need that in our region. We don't have anything like that. And so we would have volunteers say, we will take this on in our region, and we'll be the coordinator. And that's how our chapters started to evolve. 10 or so years later, we are now, we have 12 locations around the Southeast. All run by volunteer coordinators. Climbing is still the staple program across all the chapters, but we now also do a range of other adaptive adventure sports. So we do kayaking, which we're here for today. We also do adaptive mountain biking, we do cycling, and we have newly just started last year a hiking program as well. So programs are growing, and the outreach is growing across the board. So that's it in a nutshell.
That's great. So tell me about ages, like who can participate?
So we see basically anybody who is able to use the equipment safely. So it's slightly different for each sport. For climbing, if somebody can safely fit one of our harnesses, then they can take part in our activity. So for climbers, that can be as young as 3 or 4 years old. For kayaking, it's slightly older just because the equipment is bigger. But, we adapt and we accommodate. So, we can take younger kids if they can maybe go in the kayak with a parent or something like that. In terms of the upper age range, we go to all ages. So we have participants in their 80s. We've had, kids as young as 3 years old. So we really span the ages.
Gotcha. Good deal. So do you have to have experience to come to kayak, or do you guys teach them?
You do not have to have experience. You need to meet what we call the essential eligibility criteria, and that is set out by the American Canoe Association. That really just requires people to be able to keep themselves up if they were to go in the water, so be able to float on their back. There's 10 or so different criteria that people can just make sure that they would safely be able to take part in this activity. We have people come who are complete beginners, have never been in a kayak before, so we provide the equipment, the adaptions to allow people with disabilities, with different disabilities, to be able to take part. And we do provide instruction. This particular program is kind of a recreation entry-level program. So the goal is really just to let people get out there and enjoy, being on the water. So we don't do a whole lot of coaching, but we give them the minimum requirements to be able to safely take part in the activity, and some paddle instructions and things like that, and some tips about not to go over the waterfall and stuff like that. So
that's helpful.
Yeah, yeah. But really, all experience levels. We also we have people who do have more experience, and we're starting to explore more programs there where we can have longer paddles and people can go overnight paddles. So just something for those people who have done this program a little bit and they're looking for that next step, something more adventurous. So.
Nice. It sounds like so much fun. That's awesome. All right, so tell people, how do they get in touch with Catalyst Sports? How do they find you?
Sure. So we have a website, www.catalystsports.org. That has everything, all our programs, all our locations on there. To come along to one of our programs, you would need to first go onto the website, create a membership. That's where we just gather a little bit of information about the participant. You would sign the waiver at that point, and then you can sign up on the website for any of our programs, just all online. You can filter by location, by sport, and just sign up for the program and let us know that you're coming along. So
Nice.
easy as that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Gillian,
Sure.
for
Thank you
doing
for
this
coming
today. Thank you so much. And we're going to get some shots of folks kayaking. That's going to be fun.
Glad to have you.
So thank you guys for being here with us today, and we'll see you next time.